Hello everyone.
This is another question and answer video we have posted on our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Comment down your question and we will be answering those questions. We will try to answer your questions. So actually we received a lot of questions, so we will be making two parts. This part will be answering your questions from Instagram and Facebook. And the second part will be questions from YouTube. So we'll start from Instagram questions. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's start with the first question. We'll try to answer as many questions as we can. So
And we'll start from Instagram.
yeah, Instagram first. First question from Dotidos. How did you know that he was really serious and loved you truly since you've only met online? How the sparks happened? How did I know? Maybe it can also go both ways. You can answer from your side, I can answer from my side. Actually, we have shared this already, that we really never started like we are looking for a chatmate or girlfriend, boyfriend online. We started as friends.
As chatmate first.
Yeah,
Later
chatmate.
we became friends.
Yeah.
Like as a chatmate.
You keep sharing.
Chatmate became friendship.
Yeah.
Friendship became like, we became like buddies. We started spending more time online, and gradually it happened.
How did I know that you are serious or you are truly sincere? No, Abhi is always when he talks, he really means what he says. So as time goes by, you will really feel if someone is just, lying or just making stories. But he is different. Like, he's always sincere whenever he talks. So I guess that is what made me engaged into talking to him more. I like talking to him because when he talks, he has sense. Not nonsense, but he has sense. So you can really feel the sincerity whenever he talks to you about something. So maybe that's when I realized that he is serious. I don't know if I answered it correctly.
Yeah. Next question is from Cheska Darling. What is the most challenging part of long distance relationship? Para sa your experience. So the most challenging part, if you'll ask, of course, the long distance itself is the most challenging part because you are
Far
from each other, and that too in this kind of relationship when you have never seen each other. It just started from online chatting or some dating app or whatever, Facebook or something. So it's always a challenging situation that what you are seeing on screen, whom you are talking in reality, if it is same or not. Same or not in the sense, the person. We have chatted more than 5 years when we met before.
First time
more than 5 years when we met first time in Dubai. So until you will not meet the person, of course that curiosity and the
how he really looks like, how
Yeah.
he really behaves, or his real attitude, something.
So the challenging part is, of course, there are some situations, misunderstandings will happen. Even though you are communicating, but there are some things because
that you can't do online.
you can't do some misunderstandings, sometimes arguments or some things. Like if you are together, you can talk, you can hug each other, you can talk. But in long distance relationship, all you have to do
by words.
by words.
You can comfort each other by words, and sometimes if there are like moments that you needed comfort, like real comfort.
Yeah, that you will not get in long distance relationship. So you'll have to sacrifice all those things in long distance relationship until you are not together. But if you'll say most challenging part is patience, and those times when your relationship is going through challenging situation, you are having arguments, that time you need to have patience.
Yeah.
That is the most challenging part.
Okay, next. From Angela Dotosme. Ano po ang maipapayo nyo sa mga Filipina na magkakaroon ng husband na Indian? What can you advise to Filipinas who's going to marry an Indian? So my advice is, actually this is my advice to everyone who's always asking me that I'm planning to get married or I have an Indian boyfriend. I'm always telling them that get to know him. Not just
get to know him and his
family. Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to say. But first, get to know him. How he behaves, how he is when he is mad, when he is jealous, how he is around his friends, his family. Because only then you will come to know what kind of a person he is. And then after you get to know him, get to know his family. Will his family accept you, or how they will treat an interracial relationship for their children.
And one more thing I want to add, I think for any Filipina who are in relationship or who are planning or who are seeing their future in India with their Indian spouse, for them there will be two situations. Either they will be living with their joint family, with their in-laws, all those people, joint family, or second situation, you will be living with your husband who is working far from our situation.
Yeah.
So in that situation, in this kind of situation, it is little bit easier for her because she don't have to bother for in-laws and all those things. She don't need to convince so many people, because of course if you are living with 5 people, you need to convince all 5 people. Otherwise, of course, some arguments or misunderstandings will happen. Even though if I will go to her family and I will start living there, there will be some things which I am following, but her family is not following. So of course there will be some differences. So if you are living only with your husband, then you both will adjust easily. In that situation, it will be way more easier, I guess, rather to live with joint family. Even though joint families or in-laws, they are not. I'm not saying that it is bad. But of course, in that situation, believe it or not, you will have to adjust more.
Yes.
So
get to know if after you are getting married, you have to live with your in-laws, or what is your future husband's plans to live.
So it all depends on that.
Yeah, you have to know that also.
Yeah. So next question I'll take. It is from Maria Angela Gallon. What do you like most about living in India? Maybe it's for you.
What I like most about India?
Living in India.
Living in India. First, there are so many things that India is a little bit more advanced compared to Philippines. When it comes to internet, it's easier to have like good internet connection. So I don't have problem with the internet. Anyone can access good internet at a very affordable price. So it's easier to call families anywhere because you have good internet. Then so many things that
she asked best, and you say best is internet. Other things are okay, but for her best is internet.
Yeah, okay, then internet is the best. And also there are a lot of tourist destinations that you can visit in it. There's so many things or places or like hidden treasures or tourist destinations that you can never find anywhere in the world but only in India.
So diversified, you can say.
Yeah, so many cultures, so many different kinds of people, different food. So it feels like it's a different world around India. So many
different cultures, different food
in one country, like you can say like that.
So next question, Nikai loves, any suggestion or tips on how to adjust from being non-vegan to vegan? because in India, boyfriend only eats purely veg. I think vegan.
You put heart on.
I think she means that her boyfriend is or their family is vegetarian. And for Filipinos, it's really tough because you guys are eating in almost all meals. You have some things of non-vegetarian, and in India, many families they are hardcore, truly vegetarian. So in that case, of course, it will be hard for you to survive because your entire food habits, food items
will
change. For her, it's
for me, I have the freedom to eat whatever I want.
Even though she can't cook exactly what taste she's getting in Philippines, but at least she has freedom to cook that. Even though I am not eating, I am not. We'll discuss about her. Okay.
Oh. Yes.
So for you, I'll just recommend that you will have to adjust, and also depends upon family, where your like your boyfriend's family, if they will allow you to eat non-vegetarian food,
then it's okay.
Then
because
it's
there
okay.
are other families that allows their in-laws to eat.
But some families they are very strict that they will not allow you to bring non-vegetarian food inside the house.
Actually, my mother-in-law is vegetarian. She only cooks veg, but I can say that I'm blessed with in-laws because even if we were there at their home in Patna, my mother-in-law allows us to cook non-veg because he is also a non-veg eater. So it's not just me. Next question is from Matet418. Paano magmahal ang mga Indiano or si Abhi? Siloso ba or istrikto siya sa'yo? How do Indian man show their love? Something like this. Or are you a jealous type or it's stricto? I always say this. All Indians are different. Like Abhi is different from other Indians. Same like one Filipino is different from the other Filipino. So I can just say, according to my experience, si Abhi, he's not the jealous type. Maybe in our whole relationship, long distance or here, maybe he only got jealous once or twice. He is not the jealous type. When we were in long distance, I can say that I am the jealous type. But si Abhi is never the jealous type. Or if he is strict. He is strict when it comes to my safety. Or yeah.
When it comes to you.
Yeah, when it comes to my, like if he can sense that there might be some danger for whatever I'll be doing, that's when he will be very strict. Next. Okay, this one. From Rhea Fernandez, 18. Ano po reaction yung dalawa nung first time po ninyong mag-meet in person? What is your reaction when you met first time in person? Actually, it's awkward.
Dubai Airport, yeah.
It's really awkward.
First time that I have seen her, first thing came in my mind that is she the one that whom I have been talking to 6 years, like that. That thing came in my mind. Is she the girl? Then that was the first thing came in my mind. I was happy, but the moment I've seen her, I was blank. We both were blank, I guess.
Yeah. Then
we were not like other long distance relationship that when they are seeing each other, we are going to hug each other. We both were blank.
We stopped. Like when he's coming towards me, because I'm waiting outside, right? There's barrier, and he's coming towards me, and it feels like from my side, we have watched movies, right? Like a girl and a boy will meet, and then like everything around them
will go blank.
Yeah, stops. It feels like that for me. Like I only have my eyes on him, and then oh my gosh,
I also don't remember anything else except her. So I was also blank. For
me, the world stops, literally. It's not like over, but it feels like the world stops.
And first thing what I have done, I shook hand.
Oh, yes. Because actually, in Dubai, we all know that it's a Muslim country and you know that they are strict.
Rules and regulations are strict.
PDAs, public display of affection. So I was also scared that if I will come close to him, maybe guards will come and ask that who are you, who is this, something like that. So we were just civil. And the first thing he said was, hi. You said hi. And it feels like when I heard his voice in person for the first time, it really sounds different. It sounds different.
It's different.
I was used to hear his voice on the phone, like during calls. And when you met first time, and then when he spoke to me, the voice is really different. What about you? Did you feel like that?
I didn't notice, but for you it was like she was keep on saying, even the metro also, that your voice is different. Your voice is different.
His voice is different. So yeah, at first there was an awkwardness. that's our first meeting.
Yeah. Next is Banu, whose decision often prevailed when you were just boyfriend girlfriend, and now when you are already married and about to have a kid. Earlier her decision, now my decision.
Yes.
No,
that's
now,
what I'm also going to say. Before, almost all decisions, it's mine. Later, when we were like planning to get married and all, it's stated also in the Bible that you have to submit to your husband. So I've learned that.
But I'm taking your things into consideration.
Yeah, it's only that whenever there is some decisions that we have to make, we talk. It's not just his decision, but it's both our decision. But if there's confusion between the two, then
I take a call.
Yeah, because he's the man of the family. Next
question is a good question. I like it. Mar Teresa, choose between Philippines and India. On where do you want to live for good?
He can answer that.
I think until we are young, we want to live here in India.
No, first the reason is because he is working here.
Like job is here in India, and so I think until I'm in job, I'll live here in India. But yes, I see my future that
he wants. I
want to be in Philippines. I want that.
He loves Philippines.
Like for future, maybe someday I'll get shifted in Philippines also.
Yeah, he loves to stay in the Philippines.
When I'll be shifting in Philippines, I'll not go there to work. I'll have my retired life. It depends at what age I retire, 45, 50, 60. But whenever I'll get retired, I see my future after that in Philippines.
I did not convince him that we will stay there in Philippines. That's purely his want. His want. Next question.
009 Tosca, how are you preparing yourself for the coming baby? Is Abhi taking time off work to be with you for first 2 to 3 months at least? So Tosca, as I told you that I'm working, and I really like my work profile is like that. I can't get long leave. So even in her 9 months of pregnancy almost, I really haven't taken leave that long, or even maximum 1 day or 2 days. She managed everything by her own. It was just that I was just on phone call where I'm calling her in every 2 hours, but I have really not taken leave. She managed everything by her own, because for me getting leave is not so easy, even though I want, but I'm not able to get leave so easily. Yeah, during the delivery, I'll be getting 2 weeks of paternity leave. I'm sure that I'll be getting, but otherwise, I have not taken any leave. We are just spending time in weekend.
Yeah.
And after my office, of course, all the time I'm spending with her, even though I'm with my phone, but we are together only.
Next, first impressions about isa from Jeban Gruado. What is our first impression of each other?
Blank happiness.
First impression, like maybe the first time we chatted, something like that. Not the
first time when we
met.
chatted, then I was excited that I got someone from Philippines, because she was my first foreigner chatmate. I was and I think that
what is your first impression of me?
And that time I think it was my semester break.
Your third year.
I was in engineering second year.
Third year.
Third year.
Incoming fourth year. I'm incoming third year.
No, so third year I was there. So it was my semester break, and it was her semester break also.
Yeah.
So we started chatting, and
what is your first impression? You are not answering. What is your first impression when we started chatting?
She was a kid that time.
Then
So
I
just
was
that,
19.
yeah, so 19 is just a kid. She was a
You're
kid.
only 21 also.
But I was way more mature.
But yeah, he is mature. So
Because
like
I was 21 and
Yeah.
she is still a kid, so that's why in 19 you can imagine 10 years before she was just a kid.
so for me, he's not answering what is his first impression. Like I'm a kid.
Yeah, like she is a kid. She is a kid.
For me, he's
And
mature.
she is youngest of the family, so of course she was like a kid, she was like a baby. That was her first impression.
And for me, like what he said, he is mature. I agree. And that's what I like about him. When we were talking, like, he's really good with advices. Like, he can advise good things. Like, whenever I'm sharing this and that, he's really a good advisor. So I can say that I find him mature when it comes to, you know, intellectual. So next.
Next, should I take Reha Fernandez _18. Do you have plans visiting Philippines hopefully in 2000?
This year,
Hopefully this year we
If-
have plans.
if pandemic is over.
Yeah, and yes, we have plans to visit Philippines this year, hopefully.
From K, I cannot pronounce the name, K Kindlis, but her question is, what made you decide to settle down in India instead of Philippines or other countries? So first reason and major reason is that because his work is here. He's having a good job here in India. Instead, if we will live in the Philippines, maybe my job won't be as stable as what he is having now here in India.
That is the
Major reason.
Major reason.
Yeah, his work. Next.
Q Fam Bam. What are the things you love and hate about each other? Good question.
Okay, first you.
I love everything about her except one thing. One thing I hate about her is that when she is mad, she will not listen to anyone. She will take her own time, or she will not initiate. When we will have argument, she will not initiate for
Reconciliation.
she will not initiate.
If
for
I
that.
know I have a reason, like I will really
No,
stand on
sometimes
my
you are
ground.
unreasonable also. Sometimes even she is unreasonable, but she will not initiate. Otherwise, to initiate, it will take her time. So I am the one. Yeah, she will initiate, but for that, sometime after 4 hours, 5 hours, it will take her.
If I'm really mad.
But for me, I don't want to stretch it for so long. So I just.
So, okay. For me, I also love everything about him. Copy. I love everything about him. The only thing that I hate is that when he's becoming too OC, like after cleaning, after he cleans the whole house, I know, I understand that it's hard work to maintain the house, cleaning the house. But when we are in the kitchen and he finished cleaning and I have some things to do, even if just a small drop of water will be on the counter or the floor, he will say, Han, can you please do this when you're doing this or that. So of course there are sometimes that you cannot really, what do you call this?
No,
You can't
it's not
really-
like that I am that psycho that I'm saying that don't do this, don't do that. My way is just that if you can do it in better way, why not? It's just like that. Like imagine if 1 spoon we can use it for taking sugar also and salt also, then why to take 2 spoons? We can use it with 1 spoon. And if you are using 2 spoons, then at the same time you can clean it and you can no need to put that in sink.
Yeah.
My point is that
I'm not saying that it's really a
you are
bad
making
thing.
me psycho in front of camera that I am.
I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that sometimes it irritates me and I hate that. Okay, it's
Okay.
good. It's your good side that you love cleaning.
Okay, it's okay.
Okay. Next.
Next, Ikai loves.
Yeah.
Does weight really matters
In
sa
India?
India? No.
No.
Doesn't matter.
Maybe it only matters to that person or to your boyfriend, but in whole India it doesn't matter.
Nobody cares if you are. It's just like a normal general perception. Appearance for one person, what is good for other is not good. So it's all about person to person.
Next is, paano po pag budget niyo mag-asawa? How do you budget? Actually, when it comes to budgeting, Abhi is a better...
No, I'm not.
Paano pag-budget? I'm not sure. We are not really that good in budgeting. We have to learn more about like good budgeting, home budgeting. When it comes to the things for the house or for our food, groceries, we don't really have budget. We are trying. We tried budgeting, listing down our expenses. Yeah, but we failed because Abhi has this. He's standing with this ground that we can limit with other things, but we should not limit with our food.
Yeah.
So when it comes to budgeting, I guess we have to learn more.
Yeah. Next, Isel MD. I know it doesn't matter and this day and age this is no bearing, but I'm curious who earns more now, and Abhi is controlling type, and is Abhi controlling type in terms of you buying what you like, especially items that aren't essential?
Of course, he's earning more, and I don't really consider that YouTube is just my earning because it's both ours. Like,
but you started that.
Yeah, but for me, it's like that. There is no JB's life if it's only Jayan. It's Jayan and Abhi. So you can consider our YouTube or his. And of course his, because he's having fixed, what they call this, earning. Unlike for YouTube that there are some days or there are months that it's good when we're getting good views. But there are also...
It's always fluctuating depending upon the views, guys. So you also know. So YouTube is like, until unless you don't reach to certain point, YouTube salary is not reliable. It's just that.
Yeah, it's not really... Yeah, you can really say it's not reliable. It's not fixed. YouTube earning depends on the views and those who are not skipping the ads. So thank you. Thank you to everyone who's not skipping the ads and always watching our videos. It's a big help for us.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. Is Abhi the controlling?
Like, am I the controlling type when you are buying things? It's just that.
No. Actually, between the two of us, I am the controlling one. He will buy things, or whenever he see that I'm looking at a certain thing, and then he will say that, do you like this? Buy this, buy this. He will always push me to buy things, and I'm always the one who's controlling.
So next question, Parlalat. Hi, I am from Journal Santos City. Have you guys decided before or even now to plan relocating? So I guess relocating, I don't know if you are asking about relocating from India to Philippines or relocating in India only from one place to another. I don't know. So it's just like that. From India to Philippines, as I already have answered, maybe my retired life, I see myself in Philippines. And India, my job is like that. In every 3 years, I have to transfer. I have to relocate my residence. So based on that job only, we will be relocating from city to another city.
Yeah. Next question from Winnie May Lumantas. Did you consider giving birth in the Philippines? No. Never. I have never really considered giving birth in the Philippines. Though I know a lot of you will say that it's easier that you give birth in your own home where your parents are there, your mother is there. But for practical reasons, like Abhi's work is here.
A good medical facility is here in Bangalore, at least since we are in Bangalore. And maybe we would have thought her going in Philippines, but one more thing is that then the pandemic happened. So,
but I never really thought of giving birth in the Philippines because first, if I give birth in the Philippines, our baby will be a Filipino citizen, Philippine citizen. And we are staying here, like we are settling here in India. So it's difficult or it's not easy that from Philippines we'll have to process visa just to come here for the baby and all. If where you are staying, I guess it's better if you give if you give birth there, so that the baby can have the citizenship with no hassle of processing visa and all. And also for me, I have also thought this, that if I will go to the Philippines, I will give birth there. So of course, I have to go back to the Philippines 2 months or 3 months before my delivery. And then after giving birth, another 2-3 months until the baby is old enough to travel. And he won't be there. So I feel like it's selfish for my part to just go home, give birth there, have the comfort of my home and my family. And he won't be able to witness our babies coming out to this world. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I feel like it's selfish on my part.
So you both wanted to do it together?
Yeah.
That's why.
I want to experience everything together with him because we made this baby together. So that's for me, that's for my, Next question from Abby Aklan. Alam naman nating lahat.
Abby Aklan, thank you for watching our videos.
Yeah,
we remember you.
Alam naman nating lahat sa Indian culture, mostly ay arranged marriage. Sa 8 years relationship niya ni Abby, tinry ba ng parents niya na i-arrange siya sa Indian girl at sa part mo hindi ka ba sinabihan ng parents mo na baka magbabagong isip mo at kapwa Pilipino na lang ang asawahin mo kasi ayaw nilang mapalayo ka sa kanila? So, you can understand this. Like in our 8 year of relationship, did your parents ever like arrange you to it?
They tried once. They tried once.
Once or twice?
No. Once they tried sincerely, and in that in that first time only, I told them very clearly that this what you have done, don't try to do it again. Because I'm telling you very frankly that I'm not interested in any other girl except her. So after that they have not tried also. So once they have tried to show a profile of a girl.
Yeah, picture. You have shown me.
And I have rejected it in the first shot only. No, I didn't even seen the picture properly.
No, you have shown me the picture, I remember.
I have not seen the picture in that way. It's just that they have sent me a picture on my phone. So of course I have to see that what is that. But I didn't even consider that for anything. I just said, I didn't ask also anything. I just said that I'm not interested at all. So please, there's a big no from my side. So I was very much clear.
And then she's asking for my side na hindi ka ba sinabi ng parents mo na baka magbabago pang isip mo kapag Pilipino na lang? Like, did your parents ever stop you to marry like that? Not really. When we were just LDR, boyfriend, girlfriend, when we haven't met, my parents also didn't know, or they know that I have an Indian chatmate, but because they are kind of like secure that okay, this is just a chatmate, maybe things will go around or things will not happen, they will never meet, like that. Initial years, I was like, you can say, I was young, and as what he have said earlier, I'm the youngest in our family. My father was also like strict that no boyfriend yet. So they are not really trying to push me that just look for other boyfriend, not this Indian chatmate or what. Only then that when we started planning to get married, then I asked permission. First, it was me who opened up to my father that we're going to get married. And then my father, of course, as usual, as any other parent would react, he was just worried that will he take care of you? What will be your life in India and all? But my parents, my family never asked me that just look for another Filipino man. I guess I was blessed that somehow they have come to accept that this is my decision, this is my choice. It's only that, of course, they are worried that, you know, just take care of yourself, something like that. I guess we are finished with our...
I think we have taken almost all common questions from Instagram. I think Instagram is enough. Now we'll make separate video for Facebook
and
then
YouTube.
Maybe for YouTube.
Actually, on YouTube community page, there are more questions. So we'll just try to answer as much as we can. So anyway, for this video, guys,
thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you again on another video.
And those people whose questions are not answered, if you have commented on Facebook or YouTube, just wait for upcoming videos.
Yeah, we will try to answer.
Because this video is exclusively for Instagram questions.
Yes. I hope that you have enjoyed this Q&A and you'll be watching 2 more Q&As in the coming days. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Don't forget to press the bell button. And if you're new to this channel, don't leave the channel without subscribing it. Bye-bye.
Bye.